Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Kenna and I'm a Cameroonian YouTuber based in Douala, Cameroon. Thank you for clicking on this link. Today I'm doing a collab and I'll be talking about feminism. Yes, I'm doing a collab with Mylifeas Favour. Yes, she does food recipes on her channel. She does reviews, she does reaction videos, she does opinion Wednesdays. That's my favorite on her channel, where she gives her undiluted opinion on many things. So I want you to go to her channel, check her out and subscribe. Back to the topic. Yes, we're talking about feminism, and the topic is feminism destroying marriage? Feminism is destroying marriage. That is the topic. Okay, and I'll be giving you my opinion, guys. If you agree with me, okay, or if you don't agree with me, let me know in the comment section. This channel is an open channel where we discuss everything, so you're welcome with your opinion. The first thing I'll just say is feminism is a beautiful concept. I really admire it, and I will not come here and sit and lie to you like, no, feminism has always been my thing. Honestly, I'm not a feminist. Let me begin by saying that I'm not a feminist and I am not against feminists. I accept certain things they say, and there are certain things that I don't agree with, and I don't hide my feelings when it comes to those things that feminists would say that I don't agree with. But I think the problem here with us Cameroonians is that we don't even get the concept. I'll be talking mostly about Cameroon and Africa as usual, because that is where I have my experience. That is where my eyes are on. So I can tell you honestly, if I go and I start talking about the whole world in general, it's not going to make any sense, because I have not been to these places. I can deal only with hearsay and what I have read. So the thing is that Cameroonians in particular, we don't just get it. Majority of Cameroonians don't get it, and we have twisted the whole feminism thing, and it's becoming a whole different thing. I called it fake feminism, especially our young girls of today. I'll be coming to that as the video goes on, but I just think that we don't understand the concept. Because I'm telling you, in this country, if you have to go out there and you say I'm a feminist, everybody starts looking at you like especially the men. They're like, so you're one of those women who like to fight their men, you're one of those women who don't respect men, you're one of those women, like that's how they look at it, because of the way some of us have chosen to present it. But fighting for equality for the minority is a good thing. Like, who would not love that there should be equality? It's a beautiful thing, and that's what feminism is all about. It's about fighting for equality for the minority. And yes, the minority, the women, fall as one of the minority. A lot of people don't even know what it means. Like, feminism is not only about women. It's true that it's centered mostly around women, but it's centered around the minority. And the minority sometimes could be black people, black versus white. Whites are more than blacks in the world. It could be religion, it could be race, it could be, there's so many minorities, and that's what people don't understand. Anyway, let me not go and start preaching now about feminism to try to enlighten you guys, but that is just what it's about equality, about making things equal. And that is where a lot of women go wrong, and that is why you hear me say, yes, to an extent, feminism is destroying marriages, because some people don't get it right. Some people actually get it right, and they choose to to go ahead and go the wrong way. So you see, the first impression that a lot of people have is that many feminists don't get married. Feminists get married, and when you get it right, you can get married and you stay happily married. Okay, let's look at the marriage grounds. One of the first things where feminists have a problem with is with this submission thing. They look at it like this: equality, it means you and your husband have to be equal. And in the Bible it is said, husband, love your wife, wife, submit to your husband. Women look at it this way. They look at it like, okay, so now me, I love my husband as God has already said he should love me. I love him, he loves me. That's equal. Okay, well, now like this. Why is it that when it comes to submission, he cannot submit to me, but I have to submit to him? That is the way it is. I don't even want to start going in deep into the Bible and explaining Bible verses, but that's where a lot of people have problems with. So a lot of women find it so difficult to submit to their husbands. They are like, no, we are equals. Why should one person be submitting to another? Why are you trying to say that the man is superior to the woman and things like that. That is where the biggest problem comes from. And it's because of the feminism concept. So a lot of women are now fighting like, no, if I submit, he should submit. If he doesn't want to submit, then me too, I'm not submitting. It causes a lot of fights, and this feminism thing has led to so many divorces, because some women get up and they're like, I have seen the light. I was submitting to my husband. I was leaving him make decisions. I was leaving him to be the head, and I was just the body or the holder or whatever thing. And right now I've discovered that it cannot work like that. I too am the head. We are equals. We have to balance things up, and it cannot go. The next thing is this problem of the head of the family. A lot of feminists have a problem with that. They're like, there's no head, it's equal. It can never ever work like that. Even in companies, there's a head of a company. Even if it can never, guys, I'm telling you, it can never ever be like that, especially when there are two. Maybe if a marriage was made out of 3 people, then you can say, okay, there can be, we all can be on the same level, but it cannot go. Because if you are 3, then you can be like, okay, we have this decision up, let's vote. 2 people vote for and 1 against, and then you can say, okay, we're equal. But when there are 2 people, it is completely impossible. That is why they're supposed to be the head, so that when you are having friction about making a decision, for example, and you guys are really having it hard, one person is going to say, okay, this is what we're going to do. Because if that one person is not there to decide, you guys will quarrel from now to next year, and nobody will succeed to convince each other. Let me give a simple example. For example, myself and my husband, I don't want my kids to go to boarding school. My husband wants my kids to go to boarding school. Okay, we start quarreling and quarreling. I try to make him understand, he refuses. He tries to make me understand, I refuse. We quarrel and quarrel, and we don't come to a level ground. What then do we do? He will just make the decision, because he's the head at the end of the day. So that's like where we have the greatest problem. And for me, it cannot go. Like, there can never be 2 heads. Instead of we the women trying to fight the men like, no, we are equal, there's no head, we are both equals. Instead of us fighting like that, you have to use your woman sense. That's what I always say. Like, this submission thing and this head of the house thing, sometimes if you use your woman sense very well, you're going to be the one controlling your house. You're going to be responsible for everything. And sometimes your man will not even know. Your man will be like, he is the one doing all those things. He will feel like he is the one making all those decisions, when in reality you're the one making the decisions. So I always say, women, we are gifted for that. Use your woman sense to make him to bow to you without even knowing. Because you see that when you instead fight, that's when the man, how do I put it, the lion in him comes out. He's more like, it cannot go. So you guys will never ever reach a level field. But if you use your woman sense, everybody, you know your man, you know how he is. If you use your woman sense, you know what to do to sway his opinion. You're going to be more successful. So I think that's another point. Like, this head thing, a lot of feminists are like, no, we're equal. It's true, you're equal, but there's always supposed to be that one person that will stand up and be like, okay, well, I've quarreled a lot about this is how things are going to be. Because if it doesn't go, you guys will quarrel and quarrel and quarrel. In fact, it cannot go. It cannot go. It's impossible, like I said, except you people are 3 of you in your marriage. Like, you people decide to vote. But if it's for 2 of you, and you have 2 different ideas, either he succeeds to convince you, and then you're like, okay, no problem, I get you, or you convince him and he accepts. But if you both are still not convinced with each other's explanations, then one person has to make a decision. Another thing again that keeps coming up is provider. A lot of feminists are like, okay, he brings food to the table, I bring food to the table. So what are you saying? What are you saying, that I should not be in control and things like that? For me, in a marriage, it's not about control, it's about understanding. It's about understanding each other and compromising. When a lot of women provide, they now start quarreling their husband like, so we both go to work, why can you not come back from work and you cook? She starts quarreling and quarreling. That I'll keep saying, use your woman sense. If you both are working, your husband goes to work, you go to work, you come back, and then you have to start cooking and taking care of the kids. Use your woman sense. like I said, men don't like to feel as if you're challenging them. So you have to use your woman sense. There's a way that you can talk to your husband, that if he comes back and he sees that, okay, my wife is not back, he can sit and start supporting you by bathing the kids, preparing them for bedtime, helping them with their homework before you come back. It's all about compromise. It's all about understanding. And fighting can never help. That's why a lot of women, when they go and then they become the feminists, as we would say it, they come now and they come to fight. They come with war, like, I have come back, I have seen the light, as some of them would say. I have seen the light. We go fight. Oh, we will fight. This thing cannot go like this. They start quarreling with the man and fighting, and they want to use force to change things, which it's not the case. If you go and you're a feminist and you see that you have been doing everything in the house, you have not been given equal rights in your house, there's a way to go about these things. You don't have to come and start fighting the man. There is a way to go about things, and you see that your home will be happy. You're going to save your home. When they start discovering feminism and things like that and equality, they just put it in their head. You see a woman shouting at her husband, disrespecting her husband, like, you provide, I provide. You cannot talk to me. You don't expect me to listen. You don't have a right to make decisions, because I also make money. The worst one is if the woman's money is more than the man. She would just smash that man and disrespect the man because she's like, I'm up there now and you are down there. So I think, honestly, feminism is destroying marriages to an extent. Back in the day, getting married and having children was sold as happiness for women, and that's one thing that a lot of feminists fight against. So at the end, you see some women some of them don't even get married. I'm not saying that feminists don't get married. I know a lot of feminists who are married and they are happily married. But the thing is, because we don't understand sometimes, we take it to a whole new level. Some women are not even getting married because some of them are like, I prefer to stay single than to be married to a man and become his housekeeper. I'd rather be single. And this is just even reducing the rate of women who want to get married. Like, a lot of women now are just like, I don't want to get married. Some of them are actually pretending. Those are the ones that I'll tell you that they are fake feminists. So it has reduced. Women don't really desire to get married anymore. They don't want to go into the institution anymore because they're like, marriage and kids is not what is going to make me happy. I am not saying marriage and kids makes you happy, but actually there are some people whom getting married and having kids is one of those things that will make them happy. But with the coming of feminism, a lot of women now in our society are actually scared to say, I really want to get married, I really want to start a family, that's what will make me really, really happy. A lot of women are scared, because if you just dare say that, people come for you, as in they come for you. They are not sorry for you. Like, they come for you full force. Like, so having a child and getting married, that is what is going to make you happy. But I'll always say, I don't blame anybody. People have different things that make them happy, and there are actually some who do not want to get married because of their beliefs. Like, no, I cannot be, and a man is a head. I don't see myself bending or submitting to a man. If I provide more, I'm supposed to be the head while the man is the tail. Oh my God, like, honestly, some women actually feel like if they provide more, they have to become the head. Even those women who were like, no, we have to be equals. No, they want to actually be the head, because they're like, what does he bring? How much does he bring? If I was not buying this and this for the house, would this home be a home? I'm the one putting this home together, so I'm supposed to be the head. So that's just my take on this. I feel that, yes, feminism to an extent is destroying marriage because of certain beliefs when it comes to certain things. If you cannot submit to your husband, the marriage is going to obviously have a problem, because there are some times that you have to mellow down for things to work fine. I'm not saying you become a yes man and every single thing that your partner says you're just like, yes, oh yes, no, that's not what it means. But there are certain times that you have to use your woman sense to be like, okay, this thing, it's not going to work if I use pure force, so let me calm down and leave him to go ahead. I know how I'm going to work for it to be in my favor. So guys, that is it for this video. Thank you for watching, and as you finish watching this, go straight away to Doris' channel and watch. I'm going to leave the links of their channels under this video so that you should just click. It makes it easier. You click and go there and watch. Thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know your take on what I just said, And please, it is not war. We can agree to disagree. I want to learn more from you guys. I want to know what you think about this. So come to the comment section. Let's discuss. Let the discussion continue under there. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Love you. Bye.